Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kay with West Creek Stampers. I just want to show you how to make your cards that you got in your card kit, or maybe haven't gotten it yet, but I just want to do a little video to show you how to put those together. The card kits are ready. The paper shares are ready. And I do have one paper share left if anyone would like to get in on that. That is a quarter of each of the paper packs in the mini catalog, and it is $30. So you will get a quarter of 9 packs of paper. So if someone would like it, I do have one paper share left. I just want to thank everyone who came out, everyone who got to-go kits, and thank Mary for planning and cutting the one card for us. This is the door prize, Jenna Owens, and she is a kit girl, so I think she's going to be happy with it. It's the kerchief card kit. This is not packaged like the new ones are. This was from Celebration a couple years ago, but Jenna won that kit. Our next class is going to be Tuesday, September 14 and Thursday, September 16. I am getting ready to announce I'm going to have a Christmas card class in October. I'm getting ready to announce when that is going to be and how that's going to be. So keep that in mind and watch for those dates. We are in Celebration until the 30th of September. That means that you can get free items with every $50 purchase. Now the purchase can be out of the annual or the mini catalog. So there's bedazzling paper, there's Penguin Playmates paper, there is Feels Like Home stamp set, beautifully penned paper. All of these you can get free with a $50 purchase. Peaceful Prints and Counting Sheep is free with a $50 purchase, and then you can get the dies as well with a $50 purchase. Textures and Frames is a stamp set, free with a $50 purchase. The Summer Shadows dies are free with a $100 purchase. And the Delicate Dahlias stamp set is free with a $100 purchase. Now these summer shadow dies coordinate with the Shaded Summer stamp set that's on page 75 in the annual catalog. So if you have that stamp set, you might be interested. This is free. This stamp set is free with a $300 order or $300 party. That is in the back of the catalog. And also during Celebration, joining, if you join for $99 or sign up as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, either to sell things or just for the discount, you can not only get $125 worth of product of your choice, but you also get to pick one of these bundles. So these are the bundles, and they are listed on the last page. If you haven't gotten this catalog, let me know and I'll make sure you get one. Now I'm going to show you the cards that we made this weekend card class. This is the first one. This is made with the Evergreen Elegance stamp set. So I'm just going to get started. The card base is 5.5 by 8.5 Whisper White, and then I have a piece on top that I ran through the embossing folder. That is Whisper White as well, and that is cut at 5.25 by 4. That is using the Evergreen Forest embossing folder. Now I am confused because I thought I had everything ready. I'm going to grab a card base real quick. Sorry about that. I thought I was so careful in getting this ready. So the first thing you'll do is fold your 5.5 by 8.5 card base. Your next layer is this embossed piece, and you're going to take your evergreen ribbon and put that around there before you put it down. Now I like to use Scotch tape to hold that down in the back. I better look here and see. You really can use either side of this, but this is the right side. So I'm going to tape that down. And then we're going to put this piece down. And I do have a glue that isn't coming out. We're going to use the other end, hopefully. Oh, wouldn't you know it? There we go. Now it's coming. It's coming a little too much, but I can spread it around some with this end. I've just recently started using the other end of this Tombow glue. So you could pop that up, but it does take extra postage. Okay, so we are going to stamp the inside. I did this on the Stamparatus, and my sample that I showed you, I used soft suede in there, but that is not what I used in the finished card then. I used the crumb cake. And that's pretty good. Now on the inside as well, we're gonna punch the trees. This tree punch comes with the Evergreen Elegance. And I'm gonna show you how I use that. I put my strip in. It helps if you unlock it. And I start it in the middle. Get that under. And it does take a little might to push that down, so I usually stand up to do that. Okay, so I start in the middle, and then I slide the trees that are punched to where they line up in that space. And right there, and then make sure the edge is still back against, and there we go. The negative part that I punched out, some people do use that. I'm not going to. I'm pitching mine, but you can. Now this goes on the inside, right in here. And I'm not going to waste your time. You can use the Tombow glue or adhesive there. Okay, so our top part, I stamped with this bow stamp from the Evergreen Elegance stamp set and Evening Evergreen. This framelit right here is from, I'm using it on 2 different sets, so I do have out. It is from the Scalloped Contour Dies. And that is this one right here. I cut that out of Basic White. And then when I put that on there, I use dimensionals under the top and the bottom so that it's straddling the ribbon. And then I took my twine and tied it around here and tied a bow. Now, I'm not going to take time to do every little thing because you can see the finished card and you can see how I did that. The next thing I did was make my tag. And that tag I'm hoping this is the right, yes. Okay, so that tag is stamped in crumb cake. Like that. And doesn't it look gold when you look at that? And so then I used this tags punch, or actually, I never remember the name of these punches, and somebody said, and I kind of just, somebody said, well, you should label them. I should, but I haven't. Okay, so there is the one end, and I want to get that just to where it's hanging over the edge. You could mark this in some way, I'm sure, but now the other thing you can do here is use your scissors and cut those tails. Okay, so that is our card number 1. We also put some diamonds on there. I call all of these diamonds, anything that's shiny. And it's sticking to my fingers, but you get the idea. So I put 1 up here and 2 down here. Okay, that is card number 1. And now we're going to go to card number 2. This one is card number 2. This is a tower card. I'm going to put the dimensionals and the score lines. I'm going to put those on West Creek Stampers for you. This folds flat and fits in a regular envelope. So I'm going to show you how to put yours together. You're going to have a 4x6 scored piece of cardstock. And this is the Midnight. And you want to use a bone folder for that scoring, folding. I have it scored for you. It's a 1/2 inch, and then 1 inch, another inch, so 3 inches, and 1 of the 1/2 inches right at the end. Okay, so to put this together, you're going to take a piece of tear tape or another strong adhesive. I'm going to close this stamp pad before I get in it. That would not be good. Okay, so any of you who got the kit for this and have problems, please either bring it over and I'll help you, or... So this is going to go right there. You're going to fold it flat. And when you stand it up, you're going to have a square in the middle and wings. Now, those wings, you're going to put a piece of the blue cardstock on each one of those. And I'm using Tombow. You could use Tombow. That's a good one. Now, when you lay it on here, you want to have it flush with that fold, but not over. Because if it's over, then it's not going to fold this way for you. Okay, and then this way. I might have to leave you again to grab another adhesive. I really so thought I was ready. Every time I do this, I think I'm ready, and then something is missing. So you're just going to go around and do each one of those. Somebody yell at me if I get out of the camera. Okay, so then the next step is, and I'm going to lay mine right up here where I can see it. All of your white pieces are going to be stamped on. We're just going to go around and put, now this is soft succulent, and I used the, let's see here, Tasteful Textile embossing folder on the soft succulent. So we're just going to kind of center that. There'll be a little border around, and then on this side we'll put a piece. Now look at your flower strips before you put them on, because there is an up and a down to them. See how these flowers are up. Okay, so then we're gonna do it, just flip another page, and on here we're gonna go with soft succulent, and then with flowers. And then we're gonna flip it over here, and we're gonna put another skinny one of flowers here. And on this one, we're gonna put this soft succulent, and this, that embossing folder, I really can't see where one side is much different than the other, so you can put either side up for your right side. Then we're going to flip it again and go here. Now hopefully when you mail this to someone, they'll know to open it up and that it can stand up. And there, again, make sure your flowers are right side up. Okay, so we'll start back here. I did go ahead and stamp this and cut it out with the die. That is the flower from Color and Contour, and that die is from I just had it here, the Scallop Contour dies. Whoops, on the floor. That's this one from the Scallop Contour dies. So for coloring it, that stamp set does have a fill-in in the Color and Contour. And I know some people don't like this kind of abstract thing. when you're doing this, I would put a mat or a catalog, something under it to give it a little push. And I always line up this little flower first and then make sure my other ones are going to hit. Okay, and then I have the soft succulent writing pen that I color in this with. And I'm not going to complete that now because you don't want to watch me color. But this is going to go, I just use regular adhesive to put that down. And I don't have my mat here. I'm just not prepared. All right, so here we go. That goes there. This tag gets popped with dimensionals. You're the best, and that you're the best, that comes from the puffins. Okay, so that's that side. Then we're gonna go over here where our soft succulent is again. And stuff is hiding from me. I have all 3 cards spread out here around me, and then I accidentally lay something on top of something, and then I can't find it. Okay, so here we go. This is the area that you can write something on, write your own message. And I just put that little flower. Again, that's from Color and Contour. And we're going to use this is Pale Papaya. We're going to use that and color it in. And then I would use the marker also on that. If you don't have soft succulent marker, you could use another green. Okay, and then this one goes right here. I'll tell you, mine that was used this week on the tables is kind of dirty, but that's the hazards. Okay, so there we go. There is our tower card, ladies, and please let me know if you have any problems putting it together. Like I said, I will put the dimensionals on, the dimensions on for you so that you can make some yourself if you'd like to. Okay, so this is our last card. This was made with Turtle Friends. Mary Knoll has this set, and she got these cards ready for me. So she's a special lady. She's got a lot of talents, and she likes to keep busy. So she helps me sometimes. So this is Dapper Denim cardstock. This is a retired one. This is something that Mary had. So I'm just going to show you. There's the turtle. She had stamped hers in white and then colored it green. I decided to stamp mine green. Pear Pizzazz is the color of cardstock and of ink. This one does have a punch. And then Mr. Toter Punch is not available to be ordered right now, I'm sorry to say. I do have one on back order, but right now you cannot order the bundle. You can order the stamp set, but the punch is not available. It is a little touchy to get it all lined up, but not too bad. Okay, so there's the turtle. And then this is the turtle shell. And I'm looking around here. I just had that matte. We're using Dapper Denim to stamp the shell, and I like to use a matte under this. Okay, there we go. And there he is. Okay. Now, your card is already scored and cut for you. Mary cut this 8.5 by 5.5 and cut 3/4 of an inch off. You're going to have there's going to be different prints that you're going to have on yours. This one is the stripe, or you could use the flower. So this goes along the side, and your piece may be a little longer than the cardstock. You can just take your scissors and snip that off. Okay, so I already cut this one to size, and then there is a plain white piece for the center. I'm not going to glue that down right now. You have a section of DSP for the bottom. Again, this DSP is not available to be ordered. This is retired. Okay, and then for this one, I think I'm going to use the polka dots. I have a small strip across here, and that will go there. Now, you have a circle that's been punched out. Mary has the punches. I don't. I usually just use the framelits, but she punched those all out for me. And then this has a little grass across, and this is in the turtle stamp set. We're going to put a little bit of grass across the bottom of the circle. And then we have the hat and the bow tie. They're stamped in basic black, and they need cut out by hand and then stuck on there. Now on mine, I put a little dimensional, cut a little piece for behind the hat to pop it up a bit. I did pop up the words and the whole circle. I just glued him right down on the circle. He does have a googly eye, and I used glue dot to attach that. I'm not going to take the time to cut those things out, but I am going to show you how we made the banner. And here we go. Okay, there we go. And we are using this punch, and I really have a hard time remembering the name of this. I knew it yesterday, but right now I don't, and I don't have it labeled, but it is in the current annual catalog. I'm going to show you how this works. It's a little tricky. When you put that in, it feels like you're going downhill, and you are. Do you want to line that up so that it's in the middle? This punch, you can use several different widths of cardstock. Now, Mary had these, she had these cut to the exact size that you need for those words. But I'm going to grab a longer piece, and I want to show you how you can set that up for yourself. This is a little wider, and that doesn't matter. I just want to show you how this punch works. I had trouble with this punch until I watched somebody on a video show us how to do it. Okay, so I have a piece right here. You take your the end that you cut off. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to show you. You have to kind of feel where that's going in there. Okay. Okay, see that end there? I want to make my next punch at a place that it's balanced, and I think that looks good right about there. Now we're going to take, I took the end that came off, and that ink was a little wet, so it's a little smeared, but that's okay. We're not going to use this. All right, so I laid that on there, and I'm marking right across the end of that. See there? Okay, so next thing we need is a pair of scissors. If you could see the mess around me, you would know why I can't see anything. So I grabbed a pair off of the other table. Thankfully, I have several. So I cut that off on that line. Now I'm going to put it back in the punch, and I'm going to push it the whole way to touch. And it's going to be balanced. It's going to be right where I wanted it, and both ends are going to be even. Until I watched somebody else show us how to do that, I had a terrible time trying to make a balanced label, but this is how it goes. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching today. I know I didn't completely put those cards together, but I just feel like it gets so long. And here again are our cards. Anybody that has any problems with anything at all putting these together, please give me a call or message me. I can stop by if you're close, or you can stop here. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching.